What's happening? Andrew here at R-CADE HQ. We've been really quiet the last 2 weeks. Just big changes in life stuff, so now getting back into it. I'm happy to preview the new R-CADE Giant NES controller. We've been working on this for a few weeks. You've probably seen a couple of teasers on the Facebook and Instagram. Basic premise is a giant 6x scale NES controller, this little guy. So we're making a giant one of these out of wood, giant buttons, looking to possibly make a giant tabletop controller eventually, but for now just as a concept machine, just a plain old NES controller. So I'm going to flip the camera around, give you guys a look, and hopefully show you it working on the big screen. And there she is! One giant 6x scale NES controller. Slightly off scale. I didn't make it as long as the original, just purely because that's the size of wood I had. No, it just didn't feel right in terms of a table size. Anyway, so made out of pure ply. You've got wooden D-pad, of course fully functional. You've got start and select buttons. Those are only decorative at the moment. Hopefully in later iterations we'll get them working, and then we've got a B and our A buttons, nice and clunky as you can hear. So made out of pure wood. Basics are your D-pad with 4 buttons and your 2 single buttons at the moment. Underneath, if I lift this up, it weighs quite a bit. So you've got the wiring going from each of the A and B buttons and the D-pad. I've used sort of copper wire tape, which I happen to have lying around. So much easier than running wires everywhere. You basically just stick down the tape, wire it where you want to go. It's nice, neat and quick. The buttons are fairly adjustable for height, so you can adjust the screws. Both the round buttons have 4 screws, the D-pad itself has a centre screw, and the 4 directions are sprung, so you can adjust the height of the whole thing. That'll give you a sort of, if you feel it's a bit too springy, you can always just sort of squeeze the button down a little, just to give you a bit more quick response time. Those wires are then on the back connected via crocks out here. Eventually, hopefully, I'm gonna get proper NES connections, so you can then plug it into actual NES console to actually play games for real. But for now, just to demo this bad boy out, to make it sort of universal, we are connecting up to a Makey Makey. Now, if you've never heard of Makey Makey before, Makey Makey basically is a sort of USB interface. Here's a little Makey Makey here. So USB here, all the way around and into a computer or laptop. And then you connect your Makey Makey up via crocodile clips to anything that will conduct electricity. And then that thing then becomes a giant button. Check out makeymakey.com, which you can see at the top right there, for more information. If you guys fancy picking one up, they're pretty cheap, and they're so much fun. So, buttons are connected up via the Makey Makey into the laptop, laptop's connected up via HDMI into the TV, and I'm going to demo Mario Brothers for you guys. So give me a second to get set up and we'll give that a go. Right. So, giant NES controller. Original concept was to have sort of a giant floor controller, much like a dance mat. And you'd have 2 people, one person on one side for the AB buttons or ABXY buttons, whatever controller you're doing, and another person on the D-pad controlling the directions, and you'd have to work as a team to try and get through as many games as possible. Yeah, that was the original concept. It sort of evolved a bit and became the coffee table concept, so you've probably seen them online. A few guys do them actually, and they build a tabletop or coffee tabletop controller. A few of them are just decorative, so the ones I've seen, but there are a few online that actually work and they're pretty impressive. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to demo this big bad boy with some Mario. So I'm just going to play because it's actually quite hard to do, so I need to concentrate, but enjoy. And don't laugh when I die. here we go. Taking the shortcuts. Thing is, I forgot to press 2 buttons at once, so I pressed the 3rd button. Never! Didn't make it. This is why you need 2 people. Or maybe you get 6, or yeah, maybe you get 6 or 8 people and everybody has a button each. That'd be mental, imagine that. Everybody screaming at each other. Okay. Oh no, I missed my flower! Come on! I'm gonna stand there all day doing that. Should we cheat our way through? I think we'll cheat our way through. Warp World. So yeah, hopefully we'll get some events organised. We can get the controller out in the open and you guys can get a go of it. Oh no. There we go. Yeah, so we'll get it out to some events, get it out to, where do we want to go? 4? Okay. Yeah, and you guys can have a go of it as well. Anyway, so she's nearly finished, she just needs a final lacquer, just to give her a nice glossy finish and protect her, and she'll be all done. So keep an eye on the Facebook, keep an eye on the Twitter, the Instagram, everything. Like, share, subscribe, the usual stuff, and hopefully we'll see you guys out and about with the giant NES controller and you guys can all show off how good you are at some good old Mario games. Anyway, see you later on. Bye!